Dogs can make your life infinitely better. There are 2 steps to this process. Step 1. Own a dog. You can buy a dog at a pet store or from a breeder, but I always advocate for adopting a dog because there are so many great ones out there that need a home. There are health benefits to owning a dog. The National Institutes of Health states that dogs can detect distress in people and are attentive and act like no other animals. Some guide dogs can detect seizures in their epileptic owners before they happen and can warn them and comfort them in their time of need. Time magazine found that dog owners get 30 more minutes of daily moderate exercise than people who do not own dogs, and we all know exercise is great for physical and mental health. Harvard Health talked about a phenomenon called pet effect, where people's blood pressure decreased as they petted a dog. Amazing, right? Yeah. But before you go through step 1, you need to know the importance of step 2, training. For as long as I've been alive, we have owned dogs. I was always too young to be involved in training until we adopted Daisy. We knew Daisy was crazy from day 1 because she was a 1-year-old border collie who was full of energy. She was surrendered by owners who didn't take the time to train her, and therefore our first few months were really hard together. She almost pulled her arm off while we were walking. She jumped up and scratched people, and she hated other dogs, which made interacting with people who had dogs really difficult. Her poor training was not a shortcoming of Daisy, but it was a fault of her old owners. Once we started working with her, Daisy became extremely attached to our family and made our lives better. She followed my baby brother outside once when he escaped and barked incessantly until someone came to his rescue. She somehow always knew when I was sad and would sit at the end of my bed and comfort me until I felt better. Training Daisy let us access this great relationship, and she made our lives exceptionally better. Daisy passed away recently, but her memory lives on in her younger adopted sister Nala. I have taken the time to start training Nala to build a relationship. Dogs love working and learning new commands. It gives them somewhere to channel their energy and lessens the stress in your relationship. Our puppy trainers have always emphasized the importance of mutual respect in training because dogs can sense your frustration and will be reluctant to work with you if you're always mad at them. You need to show your dog respect and always celebrate small victories. Yummy treats are always welcome in training too. While training Nala, I taught her 3 new commands: high five, spin, and stay. Here are some video clips of this training. This is the first video where I taught Nala, where I have the success of Nala doing high five. She knows to sit at the beginning. I ask her for her high five and pull up my hand, and she does it. I follow with a treat reward. I ask her to spin. It takes her a second to remember how, but I follow with verbal praise when she gets it. The last video is stay, which was the toughest command. She sits in one room. I ask her to stay, and then I leave the room so she can't see me. I wait a few seconds, but not too long because she's still only a little puppy. But she stayed. I follow with verbal praise and lots of treats. Dogs can make your life infinitely better if you are willing to put in the work. Building a strong relationship through training will give you access to health benefits and all the benefits of having a new best friend. If you are considering getting a dog, please check out the rescues that gave us Daisy and Nala. Daisy came from the Burlington Animal Shelter in Burlington, Ontario, and Nala came from the States but was brought up through a rescue called Homebound Hounds. You can always check out a local shelter near you as well. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, and I seriously recommend that you get a dog to make your life infinitely better.